starting February off strong. I took off my glasses because the glare was really bothering me, and now I can't see worth shit. Alright, so I've got a bunch of notes on one side, more notes on the other side that I can barely read. So I've got a lot to go over, and initially I was like, alright, let's rapid fire this. And I'm like, no, take a deep breath. We're just gonna get through it. So stay here as long as you want. It'd be nice if you stay till the end, but I have a lot to go over. So first we're going to start with a January recap. And I thought, personal stuff, because nobody really gives a shit about personal stuff. So I'll hit you with the interesting stuff right off the bat. So first off, where have I been the last couple of weeks? Well, we puppy sat. And when I say puppy sat, she was a almost 4-year-old lab, but she acted like she was 4 months old. So, oh man, Lily was great. She was a handful nonetheless, but I don't know, she even got Hemi, who, if you don't know, is a 12-year-old mutt. He's mama's little mutt. That's my puppy. She got him playing tug. She got him playing chase. Like, I don't know, she got like the puppy spirit back into him. So, I don't know, I'm really happy, quite a bit heartwarmed. So it was good. And yeah, Lily was a handful. She likes to bark at everything. That's probably the easiest way to sum it up. So it's like you sit down and you're like, okay, I'm gonna film. And she's like, no, you're not. And so you take her to the park and you come home and you're like, okay, I'm gonna film now. And she's like, no, you're not. And you're like, okay, we just played tug for an hour after we went to the park. We're gonna sit down and film now. And she's like, And then by the end of the day, you're just like, okay, screw this, I'm going to bed. And she's like, me too, I'm tired. That was my last 2 weeks, but honestly, I wouldn't change it for the world. So as much as I make it sound exhausting, it was a lot of fun, and I really enjoy when she comes over and gets to play. So yeah, I would have much rather have been in Mexico where her family was, but second best was at home with Hemi, John, and Lily. So what else did I do this month? Okay, this one I could turn into like a 5-hour long story, but let's try and condense it a little bit. I was on a copper birth control, so a copper IUD, and needless to say, over the course of the 4 years that I had it, I basically went from having normal, healthy, low iron levels to severely low iron levels, to the point that my doctor was actually worried that I was going to get anemia. So I didn't know this, but you don't just get anemia. You basically are so low in something, like so low in iron. Oh, I shouldn't talk out of my ass because I don't know 100% the facts of it, but I think it's your hemoglobin it starts interfering with. Essentially, if you're so low in iron, after a while your body stops producing another essential thing it needs. And once that happens, then you're anemic. So I was pretty much pre-anemic for 2 years. Whoop, whoop. Oh, it was so exhausting. It was so tiring. And that's essentially what happens. Like, you just feel drained. You feel lightheaded. You feel lethargic. Like, it was shitty. I had no motivation to do anything. And after talking to my doctor for a while, I was like, you know what? I still have a year with this copper thing before I'm due to actually switch it. But I can't handle it anymore. Like, we need to do something about it. We need to change this. So we went over our options and I switched to a Mirena. It's been less than a month and it's been absolutely life-changing. Like, holy crap. Usually when... Sorry, talking about girl stuff here, but usually when I get my period, I get lightheaded, I get nauseous. I'm pretty much like zonked for 7 days. And it's like the ring, 7 days. But I've been on this new one and I got lightheaded maybe a total of 12 hours in the last couple of days. And I'm just like, oh my God, I'm like a whole new person, like, woo! So that is really exciting for me and I'm really happy about that. So yeah, that's how I started my month off. Oh yeah, let's not go to that yet. I went all month without coffee or alcohol. So I think I mentioned this on one of my previous videos where I'm like, I gave up coffee and oh my God, am I tired, right? I think honestly, it wasn't that bad. I think majority of the stress and the struggle came from the fact that I told myself I wasn't going to have it, so automatically I wanted it more. Every day you're like, I could go for a glass of wine and a glass of coffee right now, and then all of a sudden February 1st comes and you're like, that's nice. So I think the struggle was worse than struggle felt worse than what it actually was, just because I knew I had that limitation on there. So yeah, went all month, was 100% successful on that. The other two things I did this month was I wanted to do yoga every day. Good on me for, you know, trying to be productive. And the other one was I wanted to brush and floss my teeth every single day. And that one I can happily say I only missed one day. And essentially it was John works nights, so I curled up with him to like wake him up, kind of, you know, just being cute, and I passed right out. So it was unintentional, but it still happened. So missed one day, and I think that dropped our average to like 94% successful for the whole month, because I had an app that I was tracking it on, and I'm like, wow, one day and we dropped 6%. But the thing we were 34% successful on was yoga every day. So for the month of February, I decided to bring that over again this month, and I'm just gonna try and just exercise for at least 30 minutes every day. That's outside of taking Hemi to the dog park. So as long as we're 35% plus successful this month, I'm gonna call it a win, because the only person you should be competing with was your previous self. I read that on a meme or positive posting or whatever. What else do we have? Oh, exciting news for Hemi. So Brandy, you'll be happy for this one, and anybody else who loves to see Hemi's little squishy little face. I posted a picture of him on my Instagram stories the other day for those of you who love seeing his floofness. But we got reached out by a dog treat brand, I guess, the other day. I posted pictures of him back in October when I bought him a bunch of treats, because it was like a sale day at the treat store that we go to, and I posted pictures. And I'll be honest, when I go to the store and buy him treats, I first off try and buy Canadian things, because that's where we're from, so support local. And then because I lived in New Zealand, anytime I see New Zealand things too, I'm like, okay, we can support them too. And Iceland, because Iceland was actually my first ever trip that I took. And so I bought a brand called Icelandic Plus, and oh my god, it was so cute when I bought him this treat, because he like curled up with this lamb horn, he slept with it, he loved it. This thing, I swear to god, lasted him maybe like a month, and for him to last a whole month on a treat is just like, whew. So needless to say, the company back in October when we posted that was like, oh, so glad that he likes it, whatever, like the picture. The pet store we bought it from was like, oh, so cute, like the picture. And I was like, okay, that's sweet, that's, you know, they saw it. Muy bueno. And then this month, out of nowhere, we got a message from one of their PR people, and they were just like, hey, we would like to know if it's okay if you could send us the pictures of Hemi that you posted back in October, because we would like to feature him on our newsletter and potentially post him on our website or like our social media sites. And I'm like, oh my god, my little guy's gonna be famous. I hope he remembers me, you know, when people are just like, Hemi, over here, take a picture, have a treat, right? Yeah, I hope he remembers his mom. So that was exciting, and I'm really happy for him. And then the last thing that I was like, let's not talk about that just yet, and that's mainly because it just happened the other day, and I'm not really sure how I am processing this yet. So if you have questions, maybe now's not the best time. But I got diagnosed with ADHD. Yay, okay. I really don't know what else to say at the moment except, okay. And there's a lot to definitely learn. So like I said, it's very new for me. I don't feel surprised or shocked, but I just don't know how to go about it. So something new. So that's what's all happened this past month. I know it's only January, I need to calm down. So let's talk about things that are kind of more like channel related. So I like panning things on here. I get satisfaction from using things up. I like trying to use things in a new way. So let's talk about budget purchases, things we used up, and an overall glimpse of what my month looked like in product terms. So I didn't have a budget going into this month. I wasn't on a no buy. I was just more like, I just want to be conscious about the things that I buy. I want to be like, you know what, when I purchase something, yes, I thought about that. I actually wanted that. I considered it when I looked at my budget overall. And I think I did pretty damn good at that. So you're going to see these numbers and you're like, honey, you didn't do good at all, but just wait. So first off, from money that came in versus money that came out, I was on a positive side. So that's good. So yay, we spent less than we made. I have another goal that I want to save X amount of dollars this year. And I am about 15% of the way there, so I'm gonna call that a success too, because That's more than 1/12, and we're only in January, so that's a success. Now, on to, let's do purchases first, because get that out of the way, and then hopefully we can forget about it and you'll stop judging me when you hear my other numbers. But I wrote down 122 things here, but in my middle of my restless night the other day, I realized that was wrong, and it was 116. Not that that makes much of a difference. I'm just changing my numbers here. So I bought 116 things, and that sounds absolutely mind-blowing and crazy, but just wait, just wait. So the first thing I bought this month was a laser hair removal. I bought the Silken Infinity. I don't have any thoughts or reviews on that quite just yet, because it's only been a month and that's not long enough to really give you any information, but I have been documenting, wow, I made that way more complicated than it needed to be, but I am documenting the process of using that. So I did buy that, and that was essentially, I came into some holiday money and I was like, you know what, I've been wanting to buy this since May. So it was actually funny, when I got my job back in May, I was like, this is the thing that I'm going to buy myself to say, like, congratulations, and you know, you got a job. Yay. So that was the thing I was going to buy, and then I never did. So I finally bought it. So that was the first thing I bought. Then after that, oh, I should have brought them out here so I could show you, but I bought 3 cleansing oils from Yes Style. So essentially I am down to my very last makeup remover I have in my collection. So I bought a couple more, and I don't know, I'm really happy with Yes Style. It's like, move over, Sephora. I don't think I need you this year because you suck. I hate you. And Yes Style has treated me well. It's only been one purchase so far, but I've really enjoyed their customer service, the shopping experience. I got a free face mask and a sample from my order, and my order was only $50. So, you know, I'm loving it so far. There's a lot of hair in my face right now. Sorry. Is it in my eyebrow? Oh, it was in my eyebrow. That's why. Okay. Next, I bought 5 products from the Inkey list. I didn't need to buy this. I'll be 100% honest. It's something that was on my shopping list, something I wanted to try, but I definitely didn't need to buy it when I bought it. So I didn't even buy it on sale, which I think is the only thing that's bothering me. It was more like I went to the store that sold it here, and I'm like, when is the next time I'm going to be at one of these stores? So I bought it. I should have waited for it to be on sale. So that was my bad, but I did buy a few of those, and luckily they're a very affordable brand. They're kind of like a $10 a piece sort of brand, so that is affordable here, just in case you were wondering. Some of you might be like, $10 a piece is a lot, but here we call that affordable. Then I went to T&T, which is basically a Asian market, like a supermarket, and I bought 2 packs of sheet masks, and that's where I got my numbers wrong initially. I thought they were 8 packs. I'm just changing my numbers here. They were 6 packs, so I bought 12 sheet masks, and I've almost used all of them up. I wish I was a little bit more, I wish I put my homework into it a little bit better, because they had quite a bit of fragrance to them, which is not my thing. So I used up the ones that had the stronger fragrance to them, and now I have the slightly gentler ones left. I do like them. I just wish they weren't fragranted, so I probably wouldn't buy them again. But it's funny, the same ones are available on Yes Style. I didn't look at the price though, because I don't need that in my life to know whether I overspent or I saved money. Doesn't matter. It's already done. And then the big thing, the thing you're like, okay, that's not even close to 120 products. So what did you buy? Back in July, why do I feel like it wasn't July, maybe October, Cleonod came out with their stained glass collection, and I tried to purchase some, but I'm kind of one of those all or nothing kind of people. So when the things that I wanted, some of it sold out, some of them didn't, I'm like, I'll just wait till it's restocked. So Cleonod had a huge restock. They introduced more like pieces to the collection. I'm just like, oh my god. And how much did I buy? 97 pieces. So 95 of them are the whole collection of the stained glass like eyeshadows. There's 95 of those, and then I bought 2 empty stained glass palettes. So 97 pieces, and that was a lot. So encompassing everything together, I spent just shy of $1,900 in January. And yes, it sounds like a lot, but majority of that I did budget in, and I was like, you know what? They've been talking about their restock since like October, November, and I knew this was coming, so I made sure I put aside money for that restock. And then, like I said, the purchase of the laser hair removal thing was something I wanted to do, something I got myself for the holidays. It was kind of impromptu, but was thought about beforehand, so that's everything we did. So 116 products for just shy of $1,900. And then to try and counterbalance that out so you're not sitting there scolding me in the comment section, we got to what we used up this month. So I used up 73 products for a total of $940. And I thought I could go over them in my empties, but there was just a lot. There was 73 of them. And if I just kind of break it down for you, there was 1 makeup product, 27 hair care products, 33 skincare products, 3 body care, 2 oral hygiene, because my whole thing of brushing and flossing my teeth daily, I actually used up a floss without losing it. I'm very proud of myself. And I used up 7 teas. That was the nice thing about giving up coffee, is that I focused on drinking tea more. And I actually managed to put a dent in my collection. So I'm very happy with the amount of stuff that I used up. I did post pictures on Instagram of the things that I used. A lot of them were single-use products or foil packet products that I finally used up. But it makes a difference when I look at my inventory and my numbers. Even for my hair treatments, it was like almost 60 products. And I managed to use 12 of those up last month. So I'm very happy with the fact that I put a big focus on it, and I know it's January, and I'm like, I hope I don't lose my focus, because if I can do this in 1 month, imagine what I can do in a whole year if I actually just stay focused. But that's the key, is staying focused, and I know I'm gonna have troubles with that. So very happy to have a successful month. I hope the best for the remaining months, but you know, be gentle with myself, right? I'm just kind of reading my overview here, and yeah, that was everything. That was everything I kind of had in here. So talking about February goals. Like I said, I did move over my yoga every day to just exercising every day in general. So far I have been successful on that. John and I are not going to order food for the whole month of February. 1, for, you know, trying to save some money, and 2, to try and just start eating a little bit healthier. Not saying like the stuff that we order is always bad, but you know, the stuff you make at home is always a little bit better. And I don't really know. I put myself on a no-buy this month because I was like, hey, I spent a lot last month, so maybe we could even it out a little bit. But I felt I didn't really have a lot of challenges or a lot of things I wanted to accomplish this month. So I put myself on a no-buy to be like, let's see how well you do with this. Yeah, that was it. I really feel like I probably could have been like, you know, focus on Instagram, focus on YouTube. Oh, that's one thing I did. I wanted to post a picture a day on Hemi's Instagram. Hemi basically took over my old Instagram and I created a new one. So I'm trying to post a picture a day on his and a picture a day on mine. So we'll just see how well that goes. But I feel since I've been focusing on making sure I have pictures, I have been focusing less on YouTube. So it's like I'm having a hard time focusing on both. It's like one takes priority over the other when I don't know why they both just can't be priorities. So I am having a little bit of an issue dealing with that, but that is just something I need to learn how to prioritize. I am wearing my Fragrance Friday right now, trying to like get an idea for it. I do like it. Spoiler alert. But I've had trouble kind of distinguishing this one, so I'm trying again. Hopefully we'll have that up for you on Friday. Yeah, struggling with goals for February. I feel like I was just so successful last month that I am scared to do challenges this month, because I don't want to like, you did so good last month and then what the hell did you do this month, right? Like, I guess I'm scared of failing, so I like toned it down with some of the challenges and my goals for this month. But yeah, so far I actually have quite a few empties already. I know it's only February 3rd, which is mind-blowing to me. Some of them are teas. Actually, 3 of them are teas already, because I used up one yesterday, one up the day before, and then one up today. So we're making progress. I also used up a makeup remover, like a full-size product, so that's exciting. I won't give too much away. I just feel like I need to add more for my February portion of this one. I really don't have a lot to say. Yeah, I know you can add goals in any time of the month, but it's like, if you don't put them at the very beginning of the month, I don't take them seriously. So trying to cram as much into this as I possibly can, but that's really what it is. So don't have a lot of goals for this month, but hopefully we'll ride the success of January. Did pretty damn good for January, even though I felt like I failed quite a bit. I think more just because I know my uploads here kind of slacked a bit, so I feel like I didn't succeed overall, even though I know I did really good last month. So yeah, maybe February I need to start celebrating the little wins and appreciating the little things I do, even if the overall picture, I feel like I could have made more progress. That's a good way to do it. And I just looked down and I don't, even as though I don't have my glasses on, I just saw the lipstick that I meant to put on because I'm like, crap, that's in my lip service project. And that's probably the one project that's kind of slacking right now. My empties don't include any products used up from any of my projects, but crap, I meant to put that lipstick on. Oh well, you know what? Its day will come and it'll enjoy it. But for now, it's just gonna sit there by my makeup remover and not be worn. So that is everything. Yeah, it was for a month that had a lot going on, and for achieving a lot, I do feel like I missed the mark on some things, but I think I need to look at the brighter side and appreciate those successes that I had instead of dwelling on, I don't want to say the failures, but the areas of, or areas for room for improvement. Yeah, words are just not working with me, but that is that. Thank you for chatting with me, and if you're wondering the glow on my face, I guess we waited all the way to the very end of the video. This is 5 layers of a hydrating mask because my face feels so deprived right now. The weather, it went from being like -50 and then like another day of -50, then -45, like it was a whole week of that crap. Then it went to like +0, and then today all of a sudden it was like -20 again. And I'm like, oh my god, so my face just feels a little parched. So I've got like 5 layers of hydration on it, and then I've got mascara and a bunch of glitter. And if you're like, oh, is it covering your under eye circles? No, I just got really thin skin underneath my eyes, so my eyes always have like a cool toned hue to them, so I like to decorate it with some glitter. But glitter is a good way to cover up under eye circles. You can shop glitter at glitterexplosions.co.uk and use freethetomatoes for 10% off, which, speaking of which, since I have it just sitting here, look at it! Oh my god, there's a lot of replacements that need to be made. But okay, now I've been rambling for like the last God knows how long, so let's just wrap this up. Thank you for watching, guys. Hopefully I will have Fragrance Friday for you because it smells good. It smells really good. Hopefully I have more than just that to share with you on Friday. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.